Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Easter. This is probably the happiest day of the whole year. I brought you out here early this morning. I'm out at Mr. Don and Miss Linda's tiny house and looking around. But the reason I brought you here is because, can you see there? There are 3 crosses. If you look carefully, one of Miss Linda's tiny horses is up right here at the foot of this one. Let's see. Can you come around so the kids can see? Look here. Come here. Come over here. He's hiding. He's hiding, but that's a good place to hide. This is a happy day because, well, I want you to see. Do you see 3 crosses there? Those 3 crosses are something that really is something really cruel. When Jesus was on earth, the way that they would kill people would be hanging them on a cross and taking nails and putting them up on a cross. And so you know the story on how on Good Friday Jesus was the leaders took him and they nailed him to a cross. And he was put on that cross on a hill called Golgotha. And there were, you see 2 crosses beside, you see one on either side. Well, the Bible tells us that there were 2 common criminals who were executed with Jesus at the same time. But one cross we have in the middle, because that's where Jesus was. Now, this isn't the actual cross. This is a symbol. This is something we put up to remind us of what Jesus did for us. And that was Good Friday was a very sad day. It was a sad day because we know that he was taking the punishment for the things that we have done to make God angry. And so Jesus did that because he loves us. And so the cross is really special to us. But the best thing, and here's the very best thing, if you look at the crosses, they are empty. Now, the empty cross tells us that Jesus didn't stay on the cross. Jesus died on the cross, but we know that he was taken and they put him in a tomb, in a cave, kind of like a graveyard. And on early Sunday morning when the women went to the tomb to check on the tomb and everything, they came there and the tomb was empty. And there was no one there. And there was an angel, except an angel said, "The Lord's gone, he's risen." And then one of the Marys actually saw Jesus. She was crying so she couldn't recognize him. And he came to her and she said, where's the body of Jesus? And Jesus said, "Mary." And she saw that it was Jesus. And so Christians around the world today are, when they can, are remembering, are going out early in the morning. Can you see a little bit of is the sun starting to peep up over there? Can you see a little pink in the skies? It looks like it's going to be a pretty day. But the very most beautiful thing and wonderful thing about this day is that cross is empty, that Jesus is alive. And so that gives us hope, that makes us happy to know that whatever happens to us, God has power over sin and death. So he forgives our sins, and he promises that if we love him and if we trust him, we too will live forever with him. Now, someday we get old, like I'm a lot older, but I know that because I love Jesus, that I'm going to live forever. And I'll probably even look younger, but I'll live forever in the presence of Jesus. And so we come out early in the morning, and I'm just going to spin it around so you can just see that there's pink clouds. You might even see a car go by. See, there's pink clouds over there. Pink clouds, and then you see up in the blue, the sky's going to be blue today. You see the trees are all pretty and green. And we come back and just remember the cross. And so what I want you to remember today on this happy Easter, just remember that the cross is empty and Jesus is alive. So the Christians have always said, "The Lord is risen." And then everybody answers, "The Lord is risen indeed." So I'm going to say it. The Lord is risen, and then you say, the Lord is risen indeed. You ready? The Lord is risen. The Lord is risen indeed. And I want you to spend this whole day saying that over and over and really being joyful and happy. God bless you and make this a really special Easter.